Now, Janard is perceived to be a hothead and someone who's reckless and just wants to kill Tommy and take over the CBI, but there is definitely more to his backstory and his intelligence and why he's made some of the chess moves that he's made using some of the principles from the 48 Laws of Power. So emotional intelligence is where someone is able to control and evaluate their emotions, and if you're able to master the art of controlling your emotions, as well as mastering the art of timing, in time you will get your money, power, powder, and respect, although respect is something that is earned and not given. So we're going to run through two different perspectives with Janard's character, his hothead and reckless nature, but also how he's got a hidden, intelligent side. But I'm also going to run through a deep history and backstory when it comes to Diamond and Janard and their relationship, past, present, and where it could potentially be heading in the future. So with that being said, Diamond and Janard's backstory was revealed as they gave their interview to the Power After plug, which I will link down below in the description and comment section. But they explain how Diamond and Janard are around 35 and 33 years old. And they also grew up without a father, and when it comes to their mother, she was in and out of their lives. While Diamond was building his career in boxing, he was also building this tactical drug running business, which was the CBI, but he never wanted his brother in the game. So without having their parents in their lives much, Diamond was left to take care of Janard, and he wanted him always to stay on the right path. And we know this because Janard was on his way to Brown University, until Diamond was arrested.
I gave up my future for him, I had plans, bro. College, a whole different life.
But to give this some more context, the reason why Diamond went to prison was explored in this scene.
You're a bad batch in L6? Killed 5 people.
I pulled that out the streets as soon as I knew it was cut toxic.
It wasn't soon enough.
So Diamond, who was the head of the CBI before he went inside, had some bad product which was sold by the CBI back in 2006. But as we've seen Diamond, he has some morals, and we've heard about his change in character, so he went to take the product off the streets. But as he did, he got caught with the bad dope. Now we all know what happens to snitches in the world of power, and that's one thing Diamond isn't, so he took the rap and got 15 years. But he definitely carries some of the guilt with him, and he wants to right some wrongs, which is why he wants to be different. But Kiki Watkins is someone who suffered the consequences because of this bad dope, and is still suffering to this day. And it does seem like she's Officer Bennigan's sister, because Vic mentioned how he needs the money to look after his sister, so you can tell he's definitely taken it personally, and he definitely holds Diamond and the CBI responsible. So this is a story that is unfinished, and something that Officer Bennigan is definitely not going to let go of. But coming to the relationship between Diamond and Janard, Janard doesn't believe that he knows more than Diamond. He respects him, and it showed when he bought his brother the barbershop. But he's also having to deal with Diamond coming back into his life, and also in his business. Even though it is Diamond's business, it's been 15 years, and Janard feels that he's evolved the CBI, and he wants Diamond to slow down, and respect him a bit more, and treat him like more of an equal. But right now, Diamond is just moving with Tommy, and he's kind of just disregarded Janard, and Janard is thinking, why are you picking Tommy over me? Of course, we all know why, but this is a common theme that we've seen with brothers and siblings in the Power universe. Now Ghost for majority of the time never treated Tommy like an equal because he didn't believe in him. The same could be said about Tariq and Brayden. And in Raising Kanan, it really did take Lulu to end up in hospital before we saw Raquel put a trust in Marvin. So what exactly will it take for Diamond to really put some trust in Janard and treat him like more of an equal? Will Elijah's death be one of the turning points for both of them? But more so Janard, because his death definitely hurt him, and also because everybody needs a right hand man, just like we went through with the Power Universe examples. And we've also seen the consequences of not having someone question your decision making. And using Unique as an example from Raising Kanan, he was someone who shut down anybody's opinions because it was his way and only his way, but just have a look where it got him. So it is safe to say, Elijah's death is going to have a big impact on Janard, more so than Diamond, and he was someone who actually wanted them to sort their issues out, because I don't believe he wanted to be stuck in the middle.
I ain't trying to get caught between y'all. You two gotta get right.
But if Elijah did have to choose between Diamond and Janard, I think he would have chosen Janard, because he even said, let's bounce and do our own thing. But Janard wasn't willing to walk away from something that he evolved and kept going for 15 years. So he definitely wants his respect from Diamond, and he wants his seat at the table, which Diamond said they can have with all the mob bosses. But it really is important to understand the role that Tommy has had on Janard, because I believe we saw two sides to Janard in episode 5. Now Janard definitely contemplated shooting Tommy right here, because he saw his right hand man being killed, and he definitely blames Tommy. But we've seen them explore his emotional intelligence as well as his recklessness. Now Janard is someone who's smart, and Diamond even said himself, he's a numbers man, and he was also accepted into Brown University and had his whole future ahead of him. but he had to survive, learn the game, and he even took up MMA. Now he knows that 1% extra is a huge advantage because when you have more money, you can gain more power. But he also knows the numbers don't add up if Tommy's dead, and they need him. And this is where I believe his mind could have been when he made the decision to not only save Tommy, but Liliana as well. Because he knew that Diamond and Vic Flynn, they weren't going to back Tommy with this one, so he had to himself. Now he's also someone who wants to take control over the CBI, and this is where we saw more of that emotional intelligence, because we watched him control his grudge that he's got against Diamond, because we had him telling Elijah in this scene, the reason why they were coming to the barber shop is so Diamond doesn't become suspicious about anything. And this is him controlling his emotions and really understanding the situation because he knows he can't just attack and gain control over the CBI. Because he still wouldn't have the respect from everyone. And as I mentioned, respect is something that is earned. But let's flip this scenario and look at Jenard from a different perspective. Because he's also shown us that he can be a bit of a hothead as well as reckless. And the first thing is, we're watching him use and constantly being high. But as Liliana said, she only takes product that she cut herself. Because you are one bad pill or one bad line from your death. So Jenard being high all the time, now that's a problem. Because as the leader of an organization, you really need to have your head on a constant swivel. But also when it came to saving Tommy and Liliana, he just sprayed bullets everywhere, which could have taken both Liliana and Tommy out. But luckily for him, he didn't, because this would have been another issue between Diamond and Jenard. So with that being said, let's come back to Diamond and Jenard's relationship and talk about their present and future, because we've already went through their past. Now Diamond is at a place where he's looking at himself in the mirror, and he's thinking to himself he's doing what's best for the CBI, even if it's going against something which he said himself. He said he didn't want to drop any more bodies, and he wants to do shit differently. But what did Diamond just do? He killed some of the Serbs, so he definitely went back on his word when it came to killing people. But being locked up for 15 years definitely changes a man, and Diamond seems like he's more calm and calculated. Because Jenard did say the old Diamond would have popped Tommy already.
The old Diamond would have popped this goofy ass by now.
I'm not the old Diamond.
But what about Jenard? Now these last 15 years would have also changed Jenard as much as Diamond, and as much as Diamond has love for Jenard. I really don't think he realizes that Jenard isn't the same 18-year-old kid anymore. He's been through brawls, which gave him this cauliflower ear. He also gave up his future to keep Diamond's business alive, and now he's lost Elijah and suffered some death along the way. But Diamond's come in and taken the business back and completely pushed Jenard out the way. But as I mentioned before, Jenard is a numbers man, and he's smarter than what we've seen so far. He just has a funny way of showing it, and I would say it is a very similar situation to Kane. Because Kane was someone who was just caught up on Tariq taking his position with Monet and the Tejadas, and Jenard is in the same position where Tommy's come in and he feels like he's taken his position with Diamond. But Tommy is someone who's building an organization, and I think after the conversation that he had with Diamond, he's beginning to realize the 1% extra that they have gives them a major advantage. So that's his relationship with Diamond. But what about his relationship with Liliana going forward? I do think we need to be asking the question, how smart is Jenard? Is he just after a fling, or is he someone who is gonna fall for Liliana? Because we all know everybody in the world of power has a weakness, so we're just gonna have to wait and see which direction this goes in. And the same has to be said about D-Mac, and that's because of Elijah's death. So it seems that D-Mac is gonna be Jenard's go-to guy. But wait until Tommy realizes that D-Mac is his nephew, or until D-Mac realizes himself. Because then I think we could see this quick shift in loyalty, and then let's see what this does to Jenard and what his next moves are, because we can't count him out just yet. Because I do believe there is a long way to go, and there is a lot more character development to come from him. So drop all your comments down below and let me know what you think about the backstory to Diamond and Jenard, and also how Jenard has shown some intelligence as well as some recklessness. Drop all your thoughts down below, and of course if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, then remember to smash the subscribe button if you want to see everything Power Book 4 Force and Power Universe related. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.